Hey y'all, let's make my chia seed pudding for the week. There's so many different versions of chia seed pudding on the interwebs. Mine is vegan. Mine has hemp hearts in it, and I mix mine with yogurt, and I've changed it up a little bit. And so this is my version. My ratio for serving is 1 tablespoon of chia seeds per quarter cup of almond milk, and then I add a quarter cup of yogurt. So that is the basics. And then when I do it in the blender, I add dates for sweetener. So that's what we're making today. I'm making 3 servings because I'm going out of town on Thursday and Friday. So we're making 3 servings for the week. So let's show you how I do it. I got my milk in there. If I was a better planning girl, I would have put my dates out this morning so they wouldn't be cold. But I'm not. So like I said, I'm making 3 servings of dates, or 3 servings of pudding, so I'm using 3 dates, and I have my milk in there. And I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of chia seeds and 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds. Here go the seeds. So one of the reasons that I started blending my chia seed pudding is because I wanted to add a protein source. And so I added hemp seeds. And one of the reasons why I added hemp seeds instead of like a protein powder is because I wanted to add a sustainable like protein source that I could use like forever. And protein powder to me seems like an unsustainable protein source. And yeah, it seems like a supplement and not like a food. And hemp seeds is a food. And that's just my own personal belief. Believe how you want to believe. So I had thought out my mango chunks. So in the summer we're doing mango. So let me drain off some of the liquid. And before, when I was making my chia seed pudding, I was not blending, and then I would do 2 berries. So I would do 2 berries and just do it overnight, and then add the yogurt later. So now I'm blending it, and we do it all together, and I add a fruit to the blend, and then I add a berry when I'm eating it. So let me go find the lid and blend this. I'm gonna make some noise for the first part of this, just for you guys, and blend it. Reminder, we do a quarter cup per serving, so that's 3/4 cup, 3 dates, vanilla, 3 tablespoons, because that's a tablespoon per serving, 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I did a 1/2 cup of mangoes. The fruit content is up to you, but it gives it more per serving when you add fruit, just so you know. Ooh. So once that's blended pretty well, that's when we add our yogurt. The last couple of weeks, I think, because my vegan yogurt, this is the one I buy, it's the Fagua, and I buy the Greek style protein one. I buy the unsweetened one, but last time I bought it, I accidentally bought the vanilla, and since I use it in my chia seed pudding, it lasts me quite a while, so I accidentally bought the vanilla one. And I've been wondering why my chia seed pudding's been extra sweet. It's because I accidentally bought the vanilla. Because it's not supposed to be that sweet. Because I accidentally bought the vanilla. Because I'm trying to control my sugar. Anyway, and I'm doing it 1/4 at a time because I just don't want to dirty another dish. So, by the serving size. And like I said, so usually when I do it by soaking the seeds overnight, it makes about 1/2 cup of pudding with the yogurt. So once I started blending it with the fruit, it makes over 1/2 cup. And that's because of like the fruit content when you blend it. And so I'm not really complaining because it's just fruit juice. It's not a bad thing. So I'm gonna blend this some more with the yogurt. Cut myself off. After we blend it, we're going to put it in our little bowls, and breakfast is made. Actually, got these little containers from the Dollar Tree, and they're like perfectly sized. And I got a little schmutz on the bottom. So I do measure it out about half a cup, and like I said, when I started doing that, I noticed that blending it yields more than the serving that I do when I let them soak overnight, and that is because of the fruit blending. So let's pour one out. So I do measure in my half cup, one of my half cups, and look how thick that is. Look at her, she's thick. So I will say, when you add the date and when you add the hemp seeds, it is a higher calorie breakfast than it was before, but it is higher fiber with the date. You're getting a natural source of sweetness with the date. And with the hemp seeds, you're getting a higher fat content, but you also are getting a natural protein source. And then the vegan yogurt has protein in it. Vegan protein. We're vegan over here. And so this is a great vegan, high protein, high fiber, and then depending on the fruit that you add, it could be even higher fiber. It's summer, I'm adding mango. So in the fall, I might do wild blueberries. But since I'm going to be out of town, I'm not going to buy any berries. I have some frozen berries in the refrigerator, and that'll be my fruit topping. And then I do grain-free granola, and then I also do Fiber One cereal. We Fiber Max over here. And then we drink lots of water. Perfect. And that is how we make our chia seed pudding over at It Could Be Amazing. Thank you for coming along with us.